let's ditch this and make some good cream of celery soup. We're going to get started with a little avocado oil. While our pan's heating up. And I'm going to run through what you need. We're going to cheat a little bit and dump in some frozen celery, carrots, and onions. And while that's cooking down, we have about 5 or 6 ribs of celery, half of a medium chopped onion, half a stick of butter, a little over half a cup of flour, some vegetable stock, white wine, which is optional. Don't have to use that if you don't. A cup and a half of milk, a cup and a half of heavy cream. And our spices, we have a tablespoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of parsley, a teaspoon of thyme, a teaspoon of pink salt, and a teaspoon of pepper. To cook this on medium-high heat till we get all the water out of it. Okay, now we're going to add our celery and our chopped onion. And we're going to let that soften up now. We're going to use an immersion blender when this is all finished, so it doesn't matter how chunky you chop your celery. And as always with your spices, adjust them to your taste. Now we're going to add a little bit of white wine. Let that cook down a little bit. Now we're going to add our spices. And the wine is optional. You don't have to use it. We're going to make a little well here. Dump our butter in and let that melt down. And our flour, we're going to use that for a thickening agent. You could also use arrowroot. We're going to add our 4 cups of vegetable broth. You might want to hold back on a little bit because you want this nice and thick to be condensed. And I forgot to mention, we're going to put a little better than bouillon vegetable base in there. Maybe a teaspoon, teaspoon and a half. We're going to mix that all up. And we're going to let it simmer for about 30 minutes. We're going to cover it and turn it down a little bit. Okay, it's been a half hour there on a nice slow simmer. We're going to stir in our milk and cream. Let that heat through. Let's let this come back up. It'll probably take a few minutes, 5-10 minutes. And then we're going to hit it with an immersion blender. Now we're going to blend this up so it's nice and smooth. Now we're ready to ladle it up into our pint jars. You could store this in your freezer for 4 to 6 months. So when you have a dump and go recipe where you need some condensed soup, here you have it without the chemicals.
Thank you for watching, and as always, our written recipes are on our website at divineappetit.com. Have a blessed day.